So over the weekend, I had the chance to go see the early screening of Sam Raimi's new movie, Send Help, and it stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien as the main characters, and it is kind of that scenario that I think a lot of us have had. What would happen if we got stuck on an island with a boss of ours that we don't like? If a boss treated us like crap or just was like rude, what would we do if we were stuck on an island with them? And this movie is kind of the answer to that question. And I gotta say, both of these two are both really unlikable characters in their own way. So this movie's the main character of this movie is Rachel McAdams. She's playing Linda Little, and she's kind of like this people pleaser, extra nice type of character who's going out of her way to be chitty chatty with everybody. And some of us kind of avoid that person, or you kind of get stuck with that kind of person who's always chatting you up and putting on that fake smile, trying to see how your day was going. And personally, I don't like that type of character. I don't remember what Dylan O'Brien's character's name was, but yeah, he's playing the new boss who's taking over from his father, who's recently passed away. And the father has promised promotion to Rachel McAdams' character, which he just takes away right off the bat and just gives it to his buddy, who you kind of understand where he's coming from. Linda Little is not really a personable type of character. She's more of an awkward type who doesn't really charm the room all that well. And you kind of understand why he made the choice that he made because yeah, even if they are d-bags, they do have a charm to them. They know how to speak to the room and just like get people on board with what they have to sell. And you kind of understand where he's coming from, but he shows himself to be kind of a jerk of a character, a bit of a bully. And she's also a fan of the TV series, the reality TV show Survivor. So she's just like binge watching that every time when she's off and at home and everything. So she is conveniently prepared for everything that's going to happen. And yeah, she gets chosen to go on a job with her new d-bag boss and some of his his bromies, his bromosexuals. Is it's like she kind of like they kind of invite her onto the trip as like a bit of a goof to kind of do the job with them and prove him wrong as he tells her in the office as she confronts him about the promotion being taken away. So he offers her this as kind of like a way just get her to be quiet and everything, and tell her to prove him wrong, tell him to prove her wrong, tell her to prove him wrong. Yeah. And yeah, everything in the trailer happens. The plane crash happens and everything, and no one survives but these two. And this is supposed to be a horror movie, and outside of a couple of jump scares here and there, this really barely felt like any kind of a horror movie. I didn't think this was a very good movie. A lot of people are talking about Sam Raimi's campy style and everything, which I don't mind. I've seen a few of his movies and I've enjoyed his horror movies, but I don't think that this should be called a horror movie in any kind of way. It does have a couple of jump scares. It is supposed to be a horror movie, but I did not feel like that. There's a long stretch in the middle of this movie where it's just like them kind of hanging out on the beach and everything. And even though she's adept with hunting and all that because of her binge watching of Survivor, there's the scene where she takes out a wild boar and everything, and that's a pretty interesting scene. That's one of the more highlight part. It's one of the highlights of the movie, and there's a scene involving a knife, which had me sitting on the edge of my seat. That's kind of still in my head right now. Once you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I was saying this movie did have some pluses to it. There are some interesting moments that it wasn't a total bust of a movie. The acting from Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams is very good. They're both good at playing these two very different types of unlikable people. I didn't like any of them. I didn't know who to root for because both of them are people that I would never want to be around. So yeah, it's like that's kind of the biggest problem with this movie is that I don't really care about any of them. I'm not rooting for any of them. The movie's kind of going back and forth with who you should side with, and both of them just suck as people. Once you get to know who they are by the end, they're both terrible. And yeah, it's just like I don't think this is a very good movie. I didn't really like it. Um, Yeah, so there's things that happen. I don't want to spoil it too much. If I go into too much detail, like thing, yeah, I will end up spoiling it. But I don't want to tell what the character motivations are in this movie. Uh, but yeah, I don't think this is a very good movie. I see the Rotten Tomatoes reviews are again kind of propping up another mid movie and giving it fantastic reviews. This is sitting at like a 93% as I'm saying this. But I don't think this is a good movie at all. Even some of the good reviews I've read on Rotten Tomatoes are giving it like bare praise. Like, none of them are really like gushing over this movie. But yeah, I don't think it's a good movie. It's not one of my favorites. I do enjoy Sam Raimi shtick sometimes, but like I don't even care about the cheesy shtick in this movie because there's the puking scene in this movie. I actually thought it was very funny. It was like a good kind of a revenge scene in a way. But yeah, so I don't mind his shtick sometimes, but I didn't think this was a very good movie. Yeah, I saw this before the reviews came out, so my opinion wasn't changed at all. So my opinion wouldn't be screwed with. But I don't think this is a good movie. And yeah, for me, it gets a. I'm gonna go with a bare minimum of a 5 out of 10. I don't think this is very good, but the acting was good. It did have a couple of moments that were nice and thrilling, but I don't think it's a good movie. So yeah, if you like this movie, please let me know in the comments, or if you didn't like it, let me know. Share this video, hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Movie Blunt